Well, hello and welcome back. And of course, you are a fool if you think it's all over for Paphos. What a spectacality of a view indeed. Over the treetops, over the road top, of course. That is the blue Mediterranean Sea on a fantastic day on the island of Love. Not even 10 o'clock in the morning, the temperature is 23 degrees. It's starting to heat up very nicely indeed. Of course, summer season is in full swing. Lots of people getting on those big birds. Of course, that's an aeroplane, or perhaps they're even paddling like crazy, because Paphos Cyprus, you've guessed it, Marika and me, we're waiting especially for you. But I can't express how wonderful the weather is. The temperature is not too high yet, shall we say. Now I understand that many people wanting to come for a week, 10 days, a fortnight of relaxation probably want the temperature to go higher and higher so they can do a little bit of sunbathing and of course go back to their mother country. Could be the States, could be Canada, could be the United Kingdom, or could be somewhere else in Europe. And of course they want to go back with a suntan to die for. But I promise you, you will get one if you come to Cyprus. We're going to go a little bit further and take a left and then head in the direction of Rikos Beach. To give it its correct name, it is the Yerskipu Municipality Beach. That's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? But a long time ago, many years ago, a gentleman called Rikos opened a beach bar, and from that moment on, it was known as Rikos Beach. Now, of course, it's changed a little bit since then. We're talking back in the mid-70s. Now, Yerskipu Beach is a very popular sort of resort area in Yerskipu. Yerskipu sits literally next door to Kato Paphos, in case you're wondering if you're new to the channel. And of course now they are building luxury villas. And if you wanted to buy one of these villas, they start off at around about 900,000 euros and of course rapidly increase as their location or their proximity to that blue Mediterranean Sea gets closer and closer. And for those of you thinking about relocating to Cyprus and perhaps a long-term rental, again, these villas, these brand new ones on the right-hand side, start off at around about 3,500 euros per month. For the grander ones, up to around about 5,500 to 6,000 per month. Now, to many people, that is not a lot of money. Perhaps if they're coming from the States, they're coming from Canada, they're coming from London, these kind of places. So rest assured, there is a property to purchase or to rent to suit everybody's budget on the island of Love. But there it is in all of its glory. Fantastic day, early morning, and there it is, the blue Mediterranean Sea. Sit with me as we crescendo along Rikos Beach and head deep into the distance, which of course is Kato Paphos. So this is your update to see what's going on in the first week of June. And like I say, it's slowly but surely getting busier and busier. And of course Paphos is one of those places where people return over and over. Many people come once a year. Many people come twice, 3 times, 4 times, and even 5 times a year. Why they don't decide to come and live in Cyprus, I don't know. But of course they've got family commitments and businesses and those kind of things back in their mother country. But like I say, if you are thinking about relocating to Cyprus, Paphos in particular, obviously we cover the whole island, by the way, it's not that big. So if you are thinking about Larnaca, if you are thinking about Nicosia, Limassol, we can help and we can assist you. Want to go and hunt us down on the website marikaandme.com. You can email us directly at relocatetopaphos@gmail.com. Alternatively, relocatetocyprus@gmail.com. And of course, in the description is my telephone and WhatsApp number. That's how you can reach out directly to me. Drop me a message, I'll get back to you. And of course, we can schedule that video call. That's the call where you can ask the questions that you would like to ask. And of course, I can ask the questions that I have to ask to make sure that you are financially secure and to make sure that Cyprus is that perfect destination for you to start on your new adventure in life. So like I say, if you want help and advice on anything to do with Cyprus, we're here for you. And of course, if you decide to take the plunge and start a new life on the island of love, we can hold your hand all the way from the airport. We can collect you, we can organise a hire car for you. Of course, we can hold your hand through the immigration process, whisk you to Nicosia when that day comes to get that magic residency purpose. Yes, indeed. Of course, long-term rental properties, we can help and assist. We can find that perfect property on your behalf before you come, or of course after you arrive. We can arrange and schedule appointments on apartments, townhouses, villas, whatever your fancy is at the budget that you have set. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll find that perfect place together. And of course, you will start your adventure on the island of love. Like I say, if you want a hire car, we can assist with that. If you wish to purchase a car, we've now purchased many cars on behalf of people who've not even arrived in Cyprus yet. But of course, they know when they arrive, that car will be delivered to the location that they require, whether that be the airport of their choice or whether that be the Airbnb where they're going to start off staying, or perhaps that long-term rental or that purchase property when they arrive in Cyprus. We're on the Hotels Road. A lot of people get very excited at this part of Paphos because they know that very soon they will be staying in one of these luxury hotels, predominantly 4-star hotels, but of course there are 1 or 2 5-star hotels as well. But rest assured, any of the hotels you choose in Kato Paphos, you will have a great experience and they will look after you as if you were family, that's for sure. Enjoy that view. I've got a nice hot latte, so I'm going to have a little slurp while you feast your eyes and digest upon downtown Kato Paphos. There we are, fully refreshed on the island of love. But what a great day, an absolutely fantastic day to be alive. And of course, a lot of people, shall we say, work hard in their mother countries, and all year long they dream of coming to Cyprus. Perhaps they booked that holiday in January. It's a long time, isn't it, from January to, shall we say, June, as we are now, before you can actually get onto that aeroplane. And there's a lady coming in today. Yes, there is indeed. And I'm going to go and collect her from the airport, whisk her into Kato Paphos, and I'm pretty sure she's going to have a fantastic time when she is here. Now, I'd like to say a big thank you to all the people that get in contact with us, whether you're coming on holiday or perhaps whether you are coming to reside for the rest of your life in Cyprus. It's a great honour to communicate with you guys, and it's a great honour to actually sit and chat. And of course, the people that we've helped to relocate, they truly are our friends for life. And talking about our friends for life, there are a couple that we helped to relocate not that long ago. They came on their quest to Paphos in around September, made the decision, relocated just before Christmas. They were whisked to Nicosia, to the immigration department, and just in the middle of January they received their yellow slips. They live in a fantastic villa. They like to play golf a lot. I'm pretty sure they know who they are now, and they like a Honda or two. And we're proud to say that we helped them, held their hand all the way through the immigration process, sourced that spectacular property to allow them to play the golf, and of course they purchased possibly one of the most reliable cars in the world. But today they are returning to their mother country. They say perhaps it'll be a little bit too warm for them through July and August, but we're looking forward to seeing them when they come back again. And of course, I will collect them from the airport and whisk them up to their fabulous villa, and they can go and play a round of golf or two. Deep in Kato Paphos, there's the new skyscrapers, the Soho Resort on the right-hand side, rapidly coming to a conclusion. If you wish to purchase an apartment in there, starting off at around 1.5 million euros, an awful lot of money, but a state-of-the-art apartment, of course, a great location, fabulous views. To many people, that is the dream. Amavi luxury 5-star adults only hotel. That's coming up on the left. I know one or two people who've stayed in there. They've always had a great experience. And we know a few people who've stayed in this hotel as well. Unfortunately, some of them have just had to return, but don't worry, they'll be back again in September. Alexander the Great, possibly the most famous hotel in Paphos, could be on the island of Love, by the way. And it's a hotel which takes its guest relations very, very seriously indeed. Next door to that is the Almira 5-star luxury hotel. And of course, now we approach deep into Kato Paphos. Bars, restaurants, shops galore. But a short walk from here to the Kato Paphos promenade and harbour area. So if you are looking for that morning stroll and then perhaps that casual lunch, or perhaps crescendoing down on an evening and feasting your eyes and digesting on a menu or two, make sure you check out Paphos on the internet. And of course, if you want to see reviews on many of the hotels in Paphos, Google the name of the hotel, perhaps the Annabelle Hotel, like on the left-hand side. Pop those words, Annabelle, Marika and Me, into the YouTube search bar, and of course up will come a little episode where myself and Marika have a little wander around and check the place out, especially for you. Kato Paphos Promenade is coming up early in the morning. Remember, lots of people are still at the resorts they've chosen, eating their breakfast, but very, very soon indeed, they'll be coming down here. Perhaps one or two popping their tootsies into the blue Mediterranean Sea, or perhaps sitting on a terrace and having a drink or two. All sorts of accommodation, by the way. We always talk about hotels, but of course there are luxury Airbnbs and of course more budget-friendly Airbnbs in and around Kato Paphos. You can find accommodation from approximately 50 euros per night. I would say the average in an Airbnb is probably 80 to 100, perhaps in peak season a little bit more. But if you're only coming for a week, that's not that much money. And of course, if you do come, you're going to get a great, fabulous, relaxed, chilled out holiday. That's what Paphos is all about. That's not the best of parking, is it? There we go. Oh well, we won't make fun of him. We'll just circumnavigate him. There we are. Perhaps he should take a driving lesson or two. Kato Paphos Harbour is coming up. This is the harbour roundabout. We're in the back streets of the promenade. I assume you've gathered that. We're going to take that left. We're going to head deep into the harbour, and of course you're going to get that view again of that blue Mediterranean Sea. Here we go. Electric scooters all lined up there for you, by the way. And if you are looking to hire an electric scooter, there's one or two locations around. And of course, if you make contact with them, most of them will deliver those scooters to your accommodation, whether that be a hotel, an Airbnb, or so forth. The rate's normally around about 35 euros per day. Perhaps if you're renting it for 2 or 3 days, you can negotiate with them. Kato Paphos Harbour, early morning. All the boats are raring to go. The Ocean Vision, that's the big boy in the Paphos Harbour, by the way. That's on the left-hand side. And that's an all-inclusive super cruise ship. In other words, you pay that ticket price, you get all the entertainment, and of course, you get food, which is very, very nice indeed, and of course, unlimited drinks. Obviously, if you want a special drink, I don't know, perhaps a Johnny Walker whiskey, that's something you have to pay for. But house wines, house alcohols, and all soft drinks are included in that ticket price. So not a bad deal at around about 90 euros per person. And of course, if you're less than 16, you get a slight discount or two. I'm going to say a huge thank you for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed my company. I've truly enjoyed your company, and I'll look forward to seeing you again very, very soon indeed. For help and advice, don't forget marikaandme.com, that's the website. relocatetopaphos@gmail.com. Alternatively, relocatetocyprus@gmail.com. And of course, my telephone, WhatsApp number is in the description on this little episode. I look forward to hearing from you, and we look forward to helping you move to Cyprus. And I promise you, if you do, you're going to have a fantastic life. that's for sure. And on the subject of life, I've got one last thing to say. Life is good on the island of love. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon indeed. Let's see what's playing on the radio.
Away from the dark, you're moving into the light. The king of the shadows is up on the fight.